guess it kind of came on the backs of some couple letdowns I had over the weekend. So Jay-Z dropped a song I really didn't like that well. The Cowboys lost. So I just like to
He overrated anyway.
start. No, he's not. But anyway, it made me just think about the people surrounded, the people around me, and people who I know who are doing well. Which brings to me the guest of this evening, Dallas Holland of Beyond Sweet Kitchen Bar and Cafe. Right? I mean cafe,
Kitchen and cocktail.
kitchen.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right, we just
No,
it's-
say what it is. What is it?
Beyond Sweet Kitchen and Bar.
okay, kitchen bar.
Yeah.
And it just made me think about not only her but just people around me, like my guy Love, and I just felt like I should start celebrating people who have more impact on my life than characters, and it made me also wonder something we're gonna talk about as far as Yo Gotti in Memphis and the beef that they having down there. And I was noticing that people were really cheering stuff on, and it had nothing to do with it. Like, it's just weird to me that we would even celebrate somebody's dying, and you have actually nothing to do with the situation at all. Even if you did, there's never no time to be celebrating any death.
Kevin Samuels
Nah, that's not funny.
was hilarious to me.
Yeah. Well, to you. But anyway, like I said, I'm not going to waste any more time. I want to bring light on tonight's guest, Miss Dallas Holland. She's going to give us a sneak peek or a big peek about what's been going on with her bar and restaurant. I mean, restaurant and bar.
Why would you start with me that song?
Because you're here. And I was out of my soliloquy for the evening. So, I'm gonna start it over again. Run it back when we rewind. Tonight's guest, Miss Dallas Holland. I just trying my best not to say Dallas today. So DT fucked me up when she said she was coming on the show this evening. I just can't escape you guys. I stayed off Facebook for one day, and it's still right in my face. So without further ado, the Woman of the Year right now, Miss Dallas Holland.
With a hand clap.
Cheers, come on.
Thank you, hey, everybody.
So
Thank
tell
you
us.
so much. I'm honored to be here. Thank you, DT, for reaching out to me.
No problem.
Because I was supposed to be back a long time ago with these fellas. Yeah. Yeah. So, thank you, DT.
You're welcome.
It's a woman's world.
Yes, it is.
So that's why she.
See, that's why it took you so long.
Actually, because it goes back to him saying giving people their flowers, because I was just on social media and I was scrolling and I seen some people posting about your restaurant. And I was like, damn, she did something else. She getting on my nerves. But that shit is fire. Look at that shit. That shit is beautiful. Oh, my God. Like, and she black. And it's in the middle of a black area. And it's like, I feel like that's a win for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't have to go to Capitol Grill. I can go in my hood, eat great food, and be serviced in a surrounding by black people. It's a beautiful thing. That's how I feel when I go to Prime, though. I ain't gonna lie. I love Prime.
How did you that struggle of trying to make something that's available, accessible to your people without getting out of being part of the Delmore, even though they call it the Delmore Divide, but actually put something that we can like, hey, that's Dallas spot right there. Like, where was that? Was that always important to you? To like, I want to be over here where I'm familiar with.
Yeah, it's something about Delmar. I've been on Delmar with my businesses for about 14 to 15 years. I have a home health care on Delmar, 5227 Delmar. I have a adult daycare immediately next door, 5225. My school was in Bridgeton Beyond EDU, and I just moved it to 5235. I think that's the address. Beyond Sweet, which was established in 2017, has been at 5229 Delmar, 5901 Delmar, and 5221 Delmar. And now we're at 5143. Born and raised on the west side. I just love the area, and when the opportunity presented itself to go where I am currently, 5143 Delmar, I was really excited, and I was actually called to put the restaurant in that space. So Doug Ayers, which is pretty much the He has that whole Del Mar Makers District, which is slated to be an amazing district in St.
Is he
Louis.
black?
No.
He's actually white.
Yes. And so he's pretty much bought up the whole block from Del Mar and Kings Highway to Del Mar and Union.
Okay.
And it's called the Maker District. They have Maker Hill, which will have plenty of concerts. They're going to slow down Del Mar's traffic on that block. So it'll be one lane, which will allow all the restaurants that are coming to put a bump out patio out front. So the Magic House is there. The Glass Factory is there. Like I said, there's Maker Park or Maker Hill. I'm sorry, it's a park where they'll house concerts. And remember the old Stewart's right there on Kings Highway and Del Mar. So that is now an entertainment complex, which is amazing. They have a stage, they have picnic tables, they have the Fountain on Locusts coming there. They have Steve's Hot Dogs coming there and a beer brewery. But down the street, which is a huge topic, if you Google Del Mar Maker District down the street, they're adding, okay, let me remember the names. Olio.
Down towards
So
Union or
just in
down
between,
towards.
just right there in between Union and Kings Highway. They're adding Olio, which is a me. So they're adding Olio, which is a Olio next to, and there's a third restaurant. So it's a huge deal that these restaurants that are very, very, very successful are moving from the Tower Grove area into the Maker District. So there's been a whole lot of press behind that because the Tower Grove District is upset about their move. They couldn't negotiate on a lease, and so pretty much the Tower Grove area looks at it as a loss. So they're coming to the Del Mar Maker District, so that's why there's a lot of press behind it. And again, the idea for the area is for families to walk their dogs, bring their children, and walk up and down this Del Mar Makers District. The excitement for me is being the first restaurant and being the only black-owned restaurant. That's, of course, there's Steve's Hot Dogs. I won't say anything else, but the flagship restaurant in the district. There was a coffee shop, but they closed for some reason. But just all the hoopla behind the advertising of the Del Mar Maker District and how much money they're putting into this space is phenomenal. So being there is a huge step for me. Beyond Sweet, which started in 2017 as a small ice cream shop. I also do property management, and so the strip mall, there was a space that came available, and so my office manager at the time, she was like, "You should put a cafe there." I used to have a cafe when I was 21. No, I had a restaurant when I was 21 in South City. So and she worked there for me, and so I was like, "No, you know." So she was like, "No, you definitely should do it." So I thought about it, and I said, "I'll just do a little internet cafe for persons to come in, have lunch, whatever." And then one day I saw these ice creams, and I think I saw it, I forget the name of the ice cream shop, but it was a really popular ice cream shop in New York. And so I saw their concept and said, "I think we should put these in here." So my little sister, Camille, came up there one day, and I was almost done setting up, and I showed her the idea, and literally the next day she came with blenders, sprinkles, all kind of and if you've never seen a Beyond Shake, they are over the top, they're huge, they are expressive, they are fun, they're exciting, you know. So we did the Beyond Shakes, put the first one on Facebook, and literally we opened January 17th. And we had to leave that space on February 15th. We've gone viral. We've been on the cover of every magazine, local magazine, Feast magazine, Sauce, Riverfront Times, St. Louis American.
Have you been in that Deluxe 100 thing? That picture?
Which one? Which picture?
Where they have all the people on there?
They put PA in there.
The great.
Well, you know they have all these different.
The
314.
314 issue. Yeah, I've been on that twice.
Me too.
Yeah. 2 times. I think I was I've been on there 3 times, I think. Last year. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been on there
Good.
3 times.
How did you get?
I wasn't done with my story.
Oh, my bad. There's a lot of big
Same
money
here.
in that sentence. I had to slow
That's
down.
my story. So anyhow, February 17th, we were literally open 1 month, And so I figured, so my whole family had to come help because this place has gone viral, lines down the street, dead of winter. And so my whole family's there, and I said, we'll be good Valentine's Day, y'all. We can sit down, we can come up with a plan, we can be strategic, we can knock this wall down. Valentine's Day, everybody decided to bring their date. So I think the 15th, I just put a sign up to the window and said, plumbing issues were closed. But I closed that day. Went down in the East Loop, got a space, and I opened that up April 1st. And same thing, viral, wrapped around the building. So closed right when the pandemic hit, and people kept asking, "Are you gonna bring Beyond Sweet back?" And I knew I wanted to bring it back, but I wanted to bring it back bigger, you know. And although you all see a restaurant, it's an ice cream shop first, you know. So
Okay.
So yeah.
Didn't know that.
How did Beyond become the sticking name with your trademark?
I don't know, and it's my what is the thing called? My logo is a little swirly thing. I just feel like whatever you're doing, just go beyond that, and then once you get there, you go beyond that. And you know, beyond was just a huge word to me because you could be beyond this, or you could go, you know. So that's how I came up with the name.
Me being a friend or also a social media friend, I'm able to catch the insight of the camaraderie that you share with a few different women. And my business partner, he's always been like, man, we should do. He's been saying it like for 30 years. Like, hey man, let's just start putting $100 to the side every week or every month or so and so, like an investment group. Then it's like he just a couple months ago, he's like, man, this is what I'm talking. He's pointing at y'all like, this is what I'm talking about right here, man. He's like, we don't have no men around here doing this, but women got different sex or different vibes, or not vibes, but different faculties or splendors around here, where they all get together and do such and such, where they put whatever to the side. And everybody, you know, when it's different people, you're gonna have different personal issues, but they put that to the side to start creating wealth for themselves and wealth for the people that from under their umbrella. Who is the catalyst behind that? Is that? And I notice a lot of you guys have faith in God, but under your story, you always God, church, and everything. Is that y'all natural attraction to each other, besides just being just friends, you know, and liking money?
We're just talking about
Just
women.
like the billionaires.
Oh yeah. So Billionaires Girls Club, those are my sisters. We're friends first. We were friends in the struggle. We were friends when our gas was off. We were friends when we had to put blankets over ourselves in the car because it was cold. So it's a core group of friends who blessed each other, who helped each other. Whether it, you know, it wasn't always monetary. It was encouraging one another. And let's do this. Let's build a business. Let's, you know, my best friend Nicole and I, we have tried every business known to man. And people are surprised to know some of the things that we've done because it was before social media, you know. So she and I, we'll look at each other, we see a business idea, and the next day, I promise, we were doing it. So a lot of people don't know, we had a company called Spy Girl. We were very successful in that. We had Dazzle Entertainment Center. That was very, very, very successful. We did almost 4 years at Dazzle. We were the first ones in St. Louis to do dress-up makeup photo shoot. But again, all of the you know, there was Facebook, but it was in its early stages. So people didn't know that, I don't even know how the word got out, that we got a business on Lindbergh where you bring your daughters and we make them up and we dress them up, and we gave them slumber parties. So we'd be spending the night on the floor. We were hustling. Dazzle Party Centers, and of course, the next thing that we did collectively as friends was Billions Entertainment Center, 4519. I'm just like
No, say it. Go ahead, say it. That's what the platform for.
So
Where is it at?
Billions on Olive. You've been to Billions since
What's
the
the
30s,
address?
40s.
He trying to get you
Oh,
to
I'm
say
sorry.
it.
4519 Olive in Central West, in the beautiful Central West End. So we just sit together, y'all, and we for real have meetings, and our meetings are not just about what we're going to do, but also about blessing people. Funny story, one of my besties, Lady Tiffany, that's of course the founder of Billionaires Girls Club, she sent us a text message in our group chat the other day. Our group chat is crazy, but she sent us a group chat and she said, remember the car we bought the young lady who didn't have a car? I think it was 4 years ago. She said she's right here and the car is parked outside. So just being able to bless people, we were out there giving away gas at black-owned gas stations, one of the only black-owned gas stations in St. Louis. We were out there in the freezing cold, giving away gas, stopping traffic. I mean, we've done a lot of things that people know about, people don't know about, you know. Billions wasn't for us to make money. Now, seeing a profit would have been great, but it was just to get people together. See, we have a prayer club people don't know about. Prayer group. We've been 3 years strong. Every Friday morning, we pray for businesses. That's what Billionaires Girls Club is. We pray for businesses. We pray for women-owned businesses. There are some men that we pray for our men too. But what I'm saying is, this is a collective group, an effort towards holding women's hand, you know, so pulling them up. And once we get wherever we hold each other's hand this way and being accountable for, and being accountability partners for them and what they want to do. So we did Billions. We got 4 Airbnbs upstairs. People probably don't know that. We bless people all the time. A homeless person, somebody displaced, this, that, and the other, is the Airbnb available. We house people. So it's a lot of things that people don't know that we do outside of just, you know, working our businesses. And so all of us, you know, I mean, we've had some situations, you know, and we're not ashamed about it. But we from the bottom, you know. I've always been an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since I was, for real, 8 years old. But we'll talk about it. At 19, I was for real an entrepreneur. I opened a restaurant. I like cooking. Income tax money. You know, so I get on Facebook sometimes when it's this season, and people, here come y'all income tax, you know, money. Y'all gonna get a car, have your temps for it, you know, all of those negative jokes. They stick with me because I funded my life with income tax. You see what I'm saying? I ain't had nothing else. I've been waiting on that money, but I made it count. You know,
Right.
So all you have to do is push people and push women and hold their hands and not be negative. You know, be a positive person and work it.
Where do you think this was instilled at? Was it something natural or
Say we did.
which part?
Y'all hold 'em up.
First and foremost, I am a child of God. I was raised in church all my life. Church is in me. So I, you know, giving honor to God for everything, each and everything that I do. So my grandma was a hustler. My grandma, not a hustler because she a little church lady. She ain't never drunk or cussed, but not that kind of hustler. She just worked her ass off. But my grandmother owned one of the most successful resale shops in St. Louis, the Miriam shops.
That was your grandmama's shop?
Yeah, that's my grandma. That's
Got a
Dallas.
fire MCM bag out of
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. So they, she had, you know, her clientele was white people. The people who donated were rich white people.
Girl, you is lying.
Yeah, so I grew up in that. So I remember being 8 years old. I was at Flynn Park, and a teacher called my mama and said, Dallas has a Louis Vuitton bag at school. My mama said, yeah, I know. But I'm a resale shop kid. I grew up in a resale shop, so I knew all the little fashions because they came through my grandmother's shop. So my grandmother has always been my inspiration. My mama was, you know, she was a hustler, you know. And I watched her. I watched, you know, I could go on and on. I got a cousin, Jackie, her husband, Euless, your friends. It's my first cousin, and watched her my whole life, and she's been a hustler since I can remember, you know. Cousin Rocky.
I like the way you use the word hustler because sometimes we put a negative spin on it. And like my mom always told me, hustle means to get to somewhere else, to get to do something else. Don't make it your whole life. But I used to be like, well, sometimes you just got to keep hustling. You know what I'm saying? They say, what is the term about sharks? Sharks don't swim, they drown. And some people just don't have the knack or have the ability to take orders from someone over and over again, but they don't have the drive in order to create their own. You have a rare blend of having both, and it's working out well for you. That's what and I want to congratulate you for everything that you've been doing over the past couple of years, and you've also been inspiring other women, men, just people in our community. You still at a young, tender age right now. You still got more left to go.
32. Yes.
Don't girl.
Oh, no. Hold on.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention my godparents. Like, I grew up under Tommy and Denise Tucker.
Them was
So,
my,
you know
them
what
was
I mean?
my everything.
Yeah. So if I wasn't learning from them, it was a problem. My whole life I've been, grew up under them. So, yeah.
The Tuckers.
I love the Tuckers.
It's
Spend a lot of money
definitely,
with them.
definitely a pillar in our community, and it's nice to see what that to be passed down. That was the early '80s. You know what I'm saying? So from right now, we went from the Tucker corner on St. Louis Avenue and Grand all the way to now we on Delmar. I hate. It's funny that even though I love to see the way Delmar is going right now, I hate to see everything that we did around Delmar, trashed it, shot it up, this, that, and the other, and we all had plenty of opportunities to do the things that are being done now. I don't like to me, the word gentrify is not such a bad word because we could do it ourselves.
It doesn't have a color on it, but because it's normally our area where they are changing, that's why we put that on there. But we can go in and buy the same houses and put our people in there, and we just don't.
Yeah. I tell everybody, people, you don't want to move out of town. Baby, goodbye. St. Louis is monopoly to me. When you get into like I told y'all, 60% of my family is in Dallas, Texas. You don't want to move to Dallas? I'll see y'all when I visit. St. Louis is monopoly, and that's how I look at it. And the reason I look at it that way is because if your grandma loses her house in Texas and all these big cities that people are jogging off to or whatever, a corporation has that. In St. Louis, like most big cities are corporately owned. They ain't giving us no blocks. In St. Louis, we can own Labadee, Thekla, da-da-da-da. We can own every state street on the south side. It can be ours. Bigger cities is corporately owned. They hurry up and grab that. The day grandma lose her house to taxes, they put it in a corporation, and they're waiting on these neighborhoods to eventually come back or build big plants in these neighborhoods and tear down our grandmother's houses. In St. Louis, we can own whatever we want to own if we have the funding.
How do we get this information? I understand in the past year they just gave away $37 million to black businesses on the north side of St. Louis, but nobody, it was never like, hey, the mayor or nobody out of the office was saying, like, we giving away this money. Like, I found out about it later. Like, thank God some good friends of mine were able to do what you're supposed to do in order to be eligible for it. But at the same time, like, why is there such a cult or such a small secret?
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's for who it's meant for.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. We made a fool of PPP. We made a fool of that. That was for small businesses. You know what I mean? So in a situation like that, if there's more honesty, then we'll get more opportunities. You understand what I'm saying? But if you yell that out, baby and Keisha and them girl change up all kind of paperwork. You know what I mean? And in order to grab these funds, and then when it's time for it to come again, they're like, no. They're afraid to come to us. They're afraid
They make it extra harder to get it.
Secret society.
Yeah.
If you want to get in that society to find out you're doing right and replicable things, that invite you in there. But if you put it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, this, that, and the other, so and so, we know which is a good thing and a bad thing. We know how to get around everything. We'll figure it out, but we make a mess of it. So here it is. If COVID came back again with the vengeance, and us who own small businesses and need help, it's going to be hell for us to get the help that we deserve, because we're really paying taxes and we're really doing what we're supposed to do. But Keisha and them trying to get a Maserati truck right quick. You understand what I'm saying?
Becky and Molly was doing it too. Don't just
No, I'm not.
Becky and Molly don't have a problem getting nothing.
Doing it, this and the other, but it's a certain light that's always gonna be on us. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying we do more schemes than the other people, because
the jail is full of them.
And not just that, they invented it.
Right.
They were smarter than, they got to it before us. Oh, just put this in my business thing. See, we just started doing business. You understand what I'm saying? How do you get a tax ID? We just started learning that. And they've been doing this. They've been doing all that stuff. So I'm not at all saying that they don't do it. What I'm saying is we make a mess of it.
Well, that's kind of what we do on Wednesdays down at the Fry Factory.
1-0.
We actually want people to have these type of conversations to understand how you get through some of these doors. People don't understand. Like, you just kind of follow the rules. That shit will just fall right in your hand.
lap.
Absolutely.
And we-
But if you cutting corners, you're going to get cut too, as you
Cost
see.
you more.
Right. I mean, you know, go through the mountains sometimes instead of trying to go around it or go over it.
This got me looking so bad. Can I hear me?
Definitely. Yeah, girl. You should have wore orange. This weekend, yesterday, we celebrated Martin Luther King's birthday. Well, some of us did, or we didn't go to work or whatever. How do you guys feel about the state of our heritage right now? Do you think it's still, are we in a downward spiral, or are we becoming more awake or awoken, or are we still letting the same things that keep us down keep us even more oppressed?
We too
Anyone?
bold for that. We too bold to let the state of our we found our voice. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King. We found our voice. You know, we don't always do right by it, but we found our voice, and so I don't think that anybody's allowing any of that to, you know, define them or keep them down or woe is me, massa. We found our voice a long time ago. You know.
Do you think we take advantage of, since we found it, or do you think the story born to us now as far as, because the only reason I like to think that the only reason we proud to be black is because of everything that black people went through to survive. Like, so do you think we still hold on to that moniker and that still pushes us towards being successful, or not wanting to be labeled as this, that, or the other, as Keisha or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think in a very nice way. I think that. Wait, I don't want to say it like that because then they go like, Dallas was on there talking about. I think that. Gosh, I can't say it differently than this. I think as the generations have passed, it becomes like, y'all rode a horse and carriage. You know what I mean? Because now the world is different.
They're so far from that
So, yeah,
that it's a disconnect.
it's a total disconnect.
And when you have so many other things that you're seeing, like, I cannot believe I can literally get a lace front piece wig with braids and it look like it's my hair.
Right.
Like, it's so many things that I've seen, but I just feel so bad because they work so hard. We lost so much in that moment, and I don't think that we give that much. Even because I thought about this yesterday as I was listening to the Martin Luther King song, the Holiday King song, and I was reciting all the words to it.
play on the holiday.
Work to find a better way. Like, how could we not keep going with that? But it's like you said, it's like the generations are so disconnected
Yeah.
that it don't matter
Well,
no more.
they're not teaching us, you know, a lot of things, and we getting away from our knowing the history of where we came from. It was something so simple as me watching this program I've been watching on TV. Oh man, I can't think of the guy's name. Dang, it's a old lawman. He was a marshal back in the.
Oh, the
West.
black guy.
Yeah.
The black, okay, yeah.
So to come to find out, I grew up watching The Lone Ranger. So watching The Lone Ranger, what color you think Lone Ranger is?
Is he, no, he's Mexican or Indian or,
He was black.
he was black.
Shut
No,
up.
he wasn't white.
But they teach us that Lone Ranger was white.
Yeah.
But this new show is The Lone Ranger,
Oh, wow.
and he's a black man.
Oh.
He got the Indian rolling with him and everything.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I'm going to watch it tonight.
Lawman Bass Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real Lone Ranger.
Got my son's
Yeah.
gas on.
But they teach us that Lone Ranger.
Is it important? Because I noticed at Fort Zumwalt, it might have been Fort Zumwalt or Francis Howard, they voted to get black to get black history being taught out of their curriculum. Do you think it's important for America to teach that? Is that more important for
I
us?
want her to answer this question because she has I know how you feel about that old. Come on, talk to us, Pharaoh. Tell me what you think
What was
about
your
that.
question again? I know
Do
you
you
brought
think it's
up.
more important for us to instill our history in us, or do you think America has
a
a
responsibility.
responsibility to tell the black people about where they came from and what they should or what they've been through.
I think both of us have the responsibilities. I don't think it just falls on us alone. First of all, I don't know my history. You know, it's just everything is up in air when it comes to history, when it comes to black people. So I don't know what to believe. Even if America stood up and they taught us some things, how true is that? Anything that has anything to do with black people in our history, I promise I question it. Like, I feel like I'm never gonna ever know the truth.
If we'll never know. But if we just could go to 400 years ago, America, because I don't think we'll ever know what would happen before we got here truly.
Well, if I can at least know my heritage, where I'm from, like a Jamaican know they're from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? If I can know just like the basic things, because to me, I feel like anything that's part of our heritage that might have came from our ancestors, like we are taught that it's negative. Like, anything dealing with like hoodoo and stuff, they say, oh, you're worshiping the devil, you a witch, or things of that nature. So, a lot of things I question everything. Like, I don't believe anything is real when it comes to black people, and I hate that for us. So it's like, how do we keep it going? Then also, I said
What
America.
would you like our story to be?
You know what? I don't know. As long as it's the truth, it's really not a liking thing. I just want to know the truth. I just wish I knew the truth about who I am. But I said America is responsible also. However, that's kind of like up in the air too, because I don't really like when the white people tell our stories. Like the movies and stuff, I don't really like when they tell our stories. I feel like, if it's a movie made, a black person should be telling it. You know what I'm saying? Not the white man. So, I don't know. That's kind of up in there. I'm a little racist too. So,
Honest and
Ain't it
racist.
fucked up though? Like we still gotta have value on shit like that. Like, like I could tell a story about some white people if I actually knew the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, it pulls me on both fences. Like, when is enough, or when are you supposed to get over it, or when is it like, man, fuck y'all, like. So it's always a different little. It depends.
I
on
think
how
you should
personal it
get
is.
over it. I'm not gonna say you should get over it, but like I don't want to be around people. Ali made a post and I shared it also, and he was like, he don't want to be around people who blaming the white man still. I don't want to be around people that's blaming the white man also. So it's like I don't want to forget about it. However, I'm not gonna allow it a reason for me not to become better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be an excuse for me not elevating. Like, I'm not going to blame everything on a black man. Like, at this point, we know it's systematic injustice. Okay, so now that we know that, and we've been doing that for years, now we have to not fall into that space where we allow it to affect us. You know what I'm saying? We're aware of it now, so we have to do better. It falls on us now. So,
That's good.
Where anybody but her. Where anybody like? What is the top of our food chart like to us? Like, what do you think that black people think like they must have? Like what? And it probably
Fashion.
you think so? I was gonna say that too. Believe me.
Fashion. Trying to keep up.
yeah,
Trying to fit in.
money.
Trying to look
Black
good for
folks will do
somebody else that
anything
don't
for
care.
money.
That's it.
Living beyond their means.
It's a lot of that.
Cause I was telling
That's
my
it.
friend about my partner. Like, bro, I think I brought it up a couple weeks ago about going to Renewsh all the time. I say, man, you want to be like so cool that bad that you allow another culture to sell your lifestyle to you and overcharge you for it.
Wow, that's good.
He's like, nigga, you eat pork. I mean, I hate you, motherfucker. But I'm just saying, like, it makes you think about how easy we just we don't value ourselves and the things that we do well enough to appreciate each other.
It's so hard to get us all on one page.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And you just see other cultures just on one page.
Well, this is the thing. You just don't see. We are quick to like out each other out in the open. You know, they have the same issues that
I was
we
just gonna
have.
say that.
However,
Right.
they just keep it behind
Yeah,
closed doors.
that's
So
it.
it ain't no difference
That's
with
it,
them
for real.
than with us. We just
Yeah.
put it all out there for everybody to see. You know.
We put it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And one of the things I experienced is they do business with, like, we won't do business. Like, I was sitting with a Jewish guy, and we was waiting on another Jewish guy. So this other Jewish guy's coming. I don't like him. I don't fuck with that cocksucker. He's this, and this, but he gets fucking money.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So
We
they
don't
still
do that.
gonna-
We
they
have-
still
So
gonna-
We have emotional ties
we
to
not gonna do
connections
that.
and stuff that
I
we
don't
do.
fuck with him. I don't fuck
I
with
don't want to
him.
be in a room with them, right?
What I just
I don't
said.
even want to be in a room with him.
If you fuck with them, I ain't
Fucking with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way down to the kids, their grandkids. Why'd you talking to
Think
them?
I'm playing?
That's because we don't know how to get something that we never had. Money. We don't know how to do it. If we knew, like you said, when you're doing it right and you're doing it decent and in order, it will come to you. It will fall in your lap.
But that goes back to like the question Dirty asked as far as like
I thought he said not you.
whose responsibility for it, is it for us to keep our heritage and stuff going on, right? So, and it goes back to me saying stop, not blaming the black man, but however, I'm still aware of those type of things that affected us not to be in that space where we're able to just do that. Like, we're here now trying to learn to come together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think we give each other enough credit too, because even though we still have, we fighting against each other a little bit, we have came closer. Black owned businesses, black people supporting black owned businesses. Everybody don't have to scream about it, but my money barely goes to the white man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep it in with my peoples. You know what I'm saying? Even if I go somewhere I don't like it, I'm not gonna blast them. You know what I'm saying? But I think we have come a long ways, trying to get on the same page. I just feel like us as black people, we don't give ourselves enough credit either.
So do you think we would benefit better by patting ourselves on the back more often than
Oh, yeah.
if we had more outlets, or like What Up Doe Radio that shines light on, illuminates people on the good things that black people do?
Yes, reach one, teach one. And when you have those type of, when you're able to influence people, like T Love, he's one of them people, everybody loves T Love. He can influence a lot of people. So if he spoke a certain way, of course, you know what I'm saying, somebody else gonna grab onto that. Then the next person with DC gonna grab onto that. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
It's something you said when we were out the night of the ball, and you were like, I talked to a couple of people, and people have nothing but nice things to say about you. You have to put yourself also in an environment to receive all of that. Because you're definitely not the same person you were when you came to this show versus your views on how life could be or things that might be able to change where you never thought that they would. We nurture you. We make sure we give you the information that you need, and it has caused you or allowed you to have a different view about that.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people's view, they don't want it to change.
Yeah.
They don't want to take the step of having the responsibility to have more because
those
it's
not the
so
people we
comfortable.
focus on.
But it's a lot of them. And people are comfortable with sitting. And then they wonder when they get to a certain age or they get around certain situations or they see a Love doing well or they see a Dallas doing well or they see you doing well or Dirty or PA and they got something to say. When this one life awards you everything, we all the same way.
I always try to be mindful that, everybody's journey is totally different.
Totally
right?
different.
And so, even though, like, I don't
Your
want to count
eyebrows
out
cute.
nobody. I'm sorry.
I said your eyebrows cute.
Thank you. I don't want to count out anybody because I feel like, it's still hope for them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real talk.
it's like, I don't want to give up on them because somewhere down the line, like,
It could change.
Yeah, you can, because who would have thought, like, I wouldn't bash men? You know what I'm saying? But I'm on this platform and like knowing these guys open up my eyes to like, dang,
Exactly.
okay, men have to go through this. So to me, I ain't gonna count nobody out. You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere down, they might be 90. You know what I'm saying? And might get it right before they.
But if they
you know what
90,
I'm
you
saying,
got
hit
like
the dirt.
Right.
if you don't see something different, you don't know that it's different. If you don't hear something different, you won't know that it's different. And at 90, you might not receive that until that age. So it
Yeah.
could be possible.
Then it's a respect thing too with like to me in our community, most people don't allow you to lead them any type of way if you don't respect them. That's pretty much me for real. Like if I don't have respect for somebody, like you can't really tell me nothing, you know. But I think that's big too. Maybe we should start respecting one another more.
Because you don't have to like me, but
Yeah.
I prefer you to respect me.
Yeah,
Because that don't mean I can't get the knowledge from you that I'm trying to get.
that's true.
But
So-
I know, like, I
But that
think
goes back to exactly what he said about, you know, we're sitting at a table and he talk all about this man, but he says, but he gonna get you the deal. You know what I mean? I respect your craft. I
Yeah.
respect who
Yeah.
you are, and I respect what you do. I don't like you. It goes right back to what you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
and we tend to, you know, be in a culture where we feel like people have to earn our respect. I give it to you
Yes.
automatically.
Yes.
And then, you know, you can, you know,
Do what you want.
I can lose it. You can lose it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you.
That's
I understand that.
I like everybody's thought process on that.
Cause if Fats were here, he'd be like, no, see,
Cause they got
bro.
No, because you don't have no respect. You ain't got nothing. You can't even work
Shout
without
out
no
to
respect.
Fats.
Yeah, facts. Look up, look.
As we, one of the reasons that I was speaking that I was happy Dallas was coming on this evening is because the title of the show is "Celebrate Your Surroundings." I'm trying to get a segue into the what's his name?
Big Juke.
Big Juke. How we were picking sides. I think I want to talk more about the situation more than that anyway. But I think that was this is kind of like different. You know what I'm saying? You know, I guess people attaching themselves to it because it's closer than Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? It's like Memphis down the street, and we very familiar with their lifestyle. Know people down there and things of that nature.
Got
So it's
boyfriends
like
and stuff down there. Yeah.
I had the pleasure, and it made me think about the rap female, like, cause people tell like Angie Simmons need to get away from that. That's
Yes.
the type of life she want to be a part of.
She need to go home.
Thanks
Go
to T
home,
Love,
Angela.
I had the opportunity to speak to a Rock Nation representative this weekend, and I was asking him about situations like that because I know Gotti is part of Rock Nation. He's like, I was like, what advice do y'all give people like that? He said, shit, that's his brother. I can't give him no advice. And it's crazy that at this point in his life, that this man is going to have to decide what's more important to him, his legacy as a businessman or his legacy as the streets of Memphis.
He should have been decided that.
Maybe, yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't play both ends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff with Dolph, Gotti has always been thrown up in there, and I feel like it's truth to it. Like people ain't gonna just keep saying your name for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he should have been chose aside. Now here's your destiny.
Yeah.
Now how far is it gonna go?
There was somebody made a post. He was mad. He had I don't know if he had anything to do
Had
with
the
it.
mask on. I
Yeah,
said,
but he had a lot. He was like, "What you gonna do? Like, are you gonna put bread on the street and do the things that you know you shouldn't do and ruin your life,
He already have.
or are you going to go stand by Jay-Z? Like this, I can't come back to that.
Well, here's the thing. Me on the outside looking in, I feel like he already ruined his life. You know, it just haven't caught up with him yet. You know, money these days, money don't erase a lot as we're seeing now. Yo, just because you got a big bank account doesn't mean that people ain't canceling you.
Right.
You know, I just feel like with Gotti, things are starting to catch up with him. He never left the street side alone, and it's not beneficial now. And that's just what it is. So when you thought everything was coming to a place where you can just chill, be cool. You got your lady, probably would have popped the baby in and got married and all that. Now here we are.
So he had a chance to get this together a long time ago.
Most definitely, and he chose otherwise. You know, it's people always want to keep their feet in the street.
What-
Rappers.
Well, what would be your advice for him now?
Live by the gun, die by the gun. You know what I'm saying? Karma is coming. Now I don't know how that's gonna go for him, if that's gonna be death, jail, or what. You know what I'm saying? But karma is coming.
T-Love, you something like an AR or definitely a manager.
Yeah, I mean, what she said has a lot of validity to it, but it's better said than done. When you when you come from the streets, it's hard. It's kind of
don't let
hard
go.
to kind of turn your back on certain people in certain situations, because you figure because it's almost like you've been there and you've been in that spot before. So what do I do to the person who's still in that spot? You know what I'm saying?
You allow them to make a decision what they want their life is going to be. We get choices in life.
Not even as
That's
far as
what life is about.
if you think about it.
No, you get choice. You get choice.
So you have to decide, like,
You have
is
a
this
choice.
where I want my route to go? I'm gonna
I
go
think
on.
I think what really the biggest problem is everybody got street goons. Everybody, Jay-Z, everybody,
I can believe that.
everybody.
Some people have guns without even having guns.
Exactly. I just think what went wrong is when it just became high profile of what Dolph represented, and then now you got what Juke represented.
I think
It's different if Gotti in the hood. And
Gotti wanted to be the king, but
Poo-Poo
Memphis
wanna run up
chose
on him.
Dolph.
A little poo-poo want to run up on him, you know what I'm saying, and do something to him, and then you got your guys handle him. But when you get into something that's that big, like you say, with somebody like Dolph that people love, it's just a whole nother. And me and Toy Boy was talking about it, and it goes back to kind of what you said about people having their own path, and that's all I always preach to kids. Try to live long enough to see what your life might turn out to be. Because I guarantee you, if nobody dies, Gotti may be 40, Dolph was 38, whatever. They 50, they 55. I guarantee you they would have became
Oh,
friends
I believe that
at some
too.
point.
I believe that too.
Absolutely.
Because they would have been like, man, this is
It's
man,
just
I'm
not the
50-something
same.
years old.
It's not the same.
I'm 50-something
What's
years old.
cared about it don't matter.
Yeah.
You got to experience life and know that one decision that you might have made then might not have been the right one, and I got a
Dang,
chance
wish
to
we
change
could. I
it.
wish we
Change
could
it.
have
Look at that.
seen it just be different, man.
Yeah.
Cause I sit back and I'm not a fan of Gotti's or Dolph for real. I mean, but when I paid attention when Dolph got killed, and social media is the people who found his killers. You know what I'm saying? They did the police job, period, point
sure.
blank. You know what I'm saying? So for people to be just that involved in it, like I just knew, Gotti and his family was not getting away with this. You know what I'm saying?
Memphis paid him. I mean, it really makes Gotti look like the whole time he's the bully.
Yeah.
The quiet bully.
It's the whole time he's the bully.
And I feel like it's a lot of truth to that, though. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of truth to that. Think about how black youngster behave. You have them doing your dirty work. Because to me, Gotti have the ability to get them to stand down. And if he didn't make that choice. So here we are.
The only thing about when you're dealing with them streets, some people gonna take stand down as
Do it myself.
you're weak.
Yeah.
Gotti being weak.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, they at your front door.
But when I'm saying, when I'm talking about weakness, though, I'm talking about Gotti definitely had an influence over black youngsters.
Oh, for sure.
The things that black youngsters
For
decided to do, the disrespect that he put out there, he had influence over that.
And then
So I ain't talking about like the people that's
the
not.
under
Yeah, I'm talking about the people that's right
that
there.
matter. The
Yeah.
reason why it is the way it is now.
Exactly. Like he had the ability to affect him.
And a lot of people not talking about it. Black youngster brother got killed like a month ago.
And if you bring all that to stuff, and you know that it's money being put behind this, does the label have any responsibility for continuously, like, we gonna put some money behind this? I know that he's talking about them people over there. I don't give a fuck if they get killed. If he get killed, we need them to sell more records, even if it's off true life shit that is just happening. Like, is that's a real culture vote.
Cause sure is, cause they did that with King Von on what is it, Vlad? and they had just broke it all down about, just the history of him and the wars that have been going on between them in Chicago.
Yeah,
I think-
he was a serial killer.
Like, those are not
That's
my
why
views.
one of the reasons why this black music is imported, but makes like $5 to $8 billion a year being imported, and that's like selling our life. We don't get none of that money.
Wait a minute, hold on, selling who like see? Because the thing is now with the rap game, in the '90s, the rappers was talking about their real life. These rappers these days are fake.
Yeah.
They ain't no gangsters. They ain't got it out the mud. They ain't live the same life that the rappers did in the '90s. These niggas is fake, false. Like it ain't the same.
But they fake false. They be doing real shit with they fake false stuff. Like
Who be doing real shit?
they be killing people for real.
Oh, okay. You have some. You have
You know
some
what I'm
of them
saying?
like
Like-
Chicago rappers, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes
St.
don't
Louis
be
rappers.
on that. Man, them niggas be fake.
Yeah, man, even if they faking, some of them faking and
They
then
end up
doing it.
dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a plus. Like,
No, it's
I
not.
seen a picture somebody posted. It was Bankroll Freddie, Jeezy, Young Dolph, and Lucci. Lucci in jail. Bankroll Freddie dead. I mean, not Bankroll Freddie. What's the dude Jeezy got the song with? The when he say the shoes. Is it Bankroll Freddie? Whatever the guy name. Jeezy got the song with it. He dead. And Lucci in jail.
And the only person that's trying to live a different lifestyle is who?
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So when you make the choice to be better, then life tends to be better. You know what I'm saying? Of course, some things catch up with you, but when you make a choice, things will end up better.
and you gotta live with whatever you put out there anyway.
That part,
Right.
That's
most
that's
definitely.
Yeah.
karma.
That's why I always have to think about too. Oof, man, I have to reflect on it a lot because I done did some bad things in my life.
The energy you put out there sometimes
Yeah,
comes back.
it comes back.
I don't be thinking about that shit.
I do because I know it's coming back because I've been a real low down, dirty slut bucket.
Well, they say half the battle is
The accountability is you. Yeah. Period.
Straight up.
Slut bucket.
I'm just glad I'm a better person though. I'm proud of who I am today. I'm proud of the choices that I make. I fall short sometimes, but I am proud of me.
Was you proud of the choice you made last night?
Yes.
You said you was
Shut
gonna be
up.
feeling
Ah.
You all in my business.
Pow, pow, pow,
Business.
pow.
I thought y'all was gonna
Yeah,
do
I
it
follow
too.
you on Facebook now. I be seeing it. I be like,
I'm a good girl on Facebook though. You know this. I'm a little good. I mean, I talk my stuff here and there, but I be trying to keep it cute.
I do gotta.
Speaking of keeping it cute, let's talk about the Cowboys.
All right, I'm gonna get into them in a second.
Let's
I do
talk
wanna
about
tell
them
you
now.
guys
I want to
about-
see y'all cry.
Nothing was expected of the Raiders.
There's
Ever.
always something expected.
The pop. Hold on, I got a little announcement to make for the pop parade. Hold on, let me bring this in right quick. Elizabeth Danielle sent me this. She asked me to give these guys a shout out. The Pop Parade celebrates National Popcorn Day this Friday, January 19th. 2024 Pop Parade is gearing up for a popcorn celebration like never before. On January 19th, popcorn lovers of all ages are invited to any Pop Parade location and indulge in the ultimate popcorn experience. The air will be fulfilled with irresistible aroma of freshly popped popcorn as we all will be giving away free popcorn all day. We're turning National Popcorn Day into a popcorn extravaganza. It's a day to celebrate the joy that popcorn brings to our lives, and we can't wait to share the fun with our community. Who wrote that?
Do popcorn really bring joy to people's lives?
you a dirty
guys,
one. Who wrote that?
I understand.
Mama.
God damn.
I ain't never heard nobody say popcorn. Oh, I love popcorn.
Let me see.
I got one
My
more
best
for
friend does. She
I
loves.
didn't miss
Okay,
it.
shout out to best friend.
People commercials. You don't sell out over
We should
here
go.
on
Wasn't it Friday? We
He
should,
told us we don't
Right,
sell out
yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
They would have
No,
done
but to be
already.
honest, to celebrate Pop Parade, we will be giving away free popcorn all day at both locations Friday, January 19th during regular store locations. Pop Parade, St. Charles, 1457 Bass Road Drive in St. Charles, Missouri.
Oh, they got one over there.
And Pop Parade in Ferguson, downtown Ferguson.
Right next
Downtown
door to-
Ferguson?
Right next door to the Wine Boy.
Yeah.
256
The
South,
Wine Boy.
South Florissant Road.
Can she go
Across
to
from
the
the
one?
Hive.
No.
I just
Captain
went to the
Kitty some
Hive.
popcorn
Oh,
on
okay,
that,
okay.
right?
I was just over there
yeah,
yesterday.
that's fine.
Get some
I did.
kettle corn. That might bring you some joy. I don't know about regular movie popcorn. Well, now, what were you going to say about the Dallas Cowboys?
I wasn't saying anything
Well,
negative.
I'm
I
gonna
said,
say something.
speaking of cute.
I'm going to say something. Again, I'll ask you guys, and I've asked you guys this before. How is it that you stick with, how does it feel being a loser for like forever?
I mean, when
No,
people act,
no.
I'm gonna tell you this. I've experienced so much winning with them. Just because you don't win the final game, there's so many other teams that don't win the final game. But every year, people who don't like the Cowboys talk more about them than the people who do.
I'm not even a football
So
fan.
you enjoy the winning.
I just enjoyed the whole.
But
I like
ain't the
it.
goal to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, but do you know it's only gonna be one team that's gonna win it every year?
Yeah, and don't you want it to be your team?
Yeah, but do you know how many teams besides the Cowboys don't win these games?
I think the reason why people zoom in on Cowboy losses is because of the type of fans y'all are. You know what I'm saying? And so it make it to where people just like, yes.
Why do you care what we like? Like, that's crazy.
I mean, because,
Everybody fans the
y'all
same
suck.
way.
Y'all suck.
we don't though.
Yes,
Everybody-
y'all
No,
do.
you don't.
Yes, y'all do.
You want to keep
Yeah,
talking
you
about a
sitting on
team
the
that
Cowboys
sucks.
side.
Y'all suck.
You know, teams that suck
It's
is
just
teams you don't know.
no. They
nobody
have
about.
very
Be a lot of people that
only
don't
reason-
have teams
no,
doing all
Dallas
the
is
talking.
Dallas Cowboys have very loyal fans, and I cannot even
You always say
understand it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah,
I watch
That's
football.
all you need.
Yeah.
Is a team. All you need is the investors.
Because
All you need
I
is
know
the
what
investors.
I know
All
what
you
my
need
team
the-
is about.
You know,
if we don't win in the end,
I'll be happy they be
we
there.
won somewhere.
but this is the
My
this is the
expectation
first
for my team
time
ain't
that
high.
I've seen
I like the
the
uniform.
fans like really express the disappointments. I saw a lot of videos. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, I would
this
agree
is
with that.
serious.
Now, that's the first
like
time.
this is the first
Yeah,
time
it's-
I
I've seen
really
that.
Because we
seen
really thought we was
disappointment.
going to win.
Like
Well, no, I'm
every
saying I
year.
see
But
people
further,
take their shit and put it
Oh
in the trash.
my god,
Like,
Beat the
It was
TV
bad.
up.
It was
Do all-
bad this year.
Yeah, I ain't
yesterday
seen
was
that.
it yesterday or Sunday?
I want to tell you guys to Google every
No, it
team.
wasn't Monday. It was just Monday.
Google
It was
every.
on Sunday.
Just Google whoever else lost this weekend. Google the Philadelphia Eagles fans. This
Pittsburgh
weekend.
lost.
They're gonna be going in the same kind of crazy.
No, it was different with Dallas.
I'm telling you what I know. You saying you don't know this. These
But I
Eagles
know what
fans
I see.
They bust their TVs. They burn their jerseys. They do all. Did you see Gilly the kid with a fucking helmet?
I'm
cussing
going
the
to
fans?
say
Say
this.
Marquez Smith, man, you ain't shit.
The Eagles do have a large following as well. Cleveland has a large following. Even my
All
Oakland
of 'em
Raiders,
do.
they all do. But the problem with the Cowboys is that they are the one team and the only team that I remember since I was 16 years old that have been on TV for Sunday, Thanksgiving, Christmas. The only team I remember, no other team more than that team. So this team's when you're a kid and now you have kids. So all of these people are generating, and the older fans are all still around. So you have all these Cowboy fans. We talking about from Roger Staubach to now with Dak. All these people still around. Just die. Just die. Let's go away.
I never could get into just liking a team like that.
I like the Rams.
Only
Like
team
that.
I can like is like that if it was like a home team. Anything
Yeah, me
else-
too, Tony.
Like I like Dallas when Tony Dorsett was there because I like
That's my
Tony
favorite
Dorsett.
team, my favorite player.
But when he
Have
was
a
gone,
jersey.
I didn't like him no more.
I didn't like him no
I
more.
feel the people make the team, so it's hard for me to get invested in people I don't like. Just
Yeah.
because you weren't that star, you might not
Now be-
deserve to wear that
Thank
star.
you.
There's a lot of that.
Now that you say that,
Thank
kind
you.
of what even what Farrah was alluding to, that was another reason why I was like, celebrate your surroundings. Like how do I let this motherfucker let me down? And I actually feel bad about it, and they don't give a fuck about nothing.
Let me ask you this. Do you believe that Jerry is the problem? Honestly.
No.
Okay, and why do you say that?
Is that the
He's
quarterback
stuck
or
in
the
his
coach?
ways. The dude, the owner of the
Oh,
team.
okay,
voice.
okay.
He's stuck in his ways. We be needing players, he won't get them. Then we'll get players we don't need. He just stuck in his ways. Because he run the team.
Yeah. And what do you think?
A little bit of that. I don't think Jerry had nothing to do with what happened Sunday. There was some weak ass shit going on. It was some man. Motherfucker wasn't manning
I'm
up.
tell you who I like this year though, Dak. I really think he showed up.
It's about time.
Yeah, I like.
He's
him.
so
even at the
inconsistent.
loss, he's like you see, he was out there fighting. Him and the tight end. Right. Everybody else was just like you watching everybody mannerism. Then CD arguing with him. I said, what the fuck you arguing with him for?
Because you jacked it off in the first. I want to see them come back shit. We supposed to be in the game already. Nah, but it's a different thing. You know, like same thing she said. I've been watching them since I was 6 years old. I used to come down. Tony Dorsett. That was my favorite.
That's
player.
how I started watching football. I was
never,
like, who is that?
It
Daddy?
never changed.
He's cute. There it started.
Shit. Even the way I feel about certain other teams, all that came from when I was 7, 8 years old. So it's like it's just something that's been instilled in something I enjoy. When it feel good, it good.
You know what?
When
Football and Tony Dorsett was the first moment I realized that I need to watch this because the boys are watching this. I need to be knowledgeable about this game because the boys are all gathered together.
I just
watching
thought about
this.
what I can do at halftime to the boys. I ain't worried about the game.
Next.
Look, I'm so mannish. Still. I should have been a man.
Oh man.
I'm sure the guys was watching. Appreciate that.
I like show should go up.
Hey, right. Hey, halftime.
If you wasn't following us before, you definitely gonna do it
Go
now.
watch the
You,
game.
this niggas on that, she should have led with that. We
Yeah.
gonna go outside. We gonna be a line of niggas
Yeah,
outside.
that's right. You wanna watch the
What
game?
at halftime? Oh, yeah.
Halftime
If you
at
just
Fair
now
House.
joining us, we're about an hour and 20 minutes into our show. Tonight we have Dallas Holland. She's spoken the wonderful businesses she's been a part of for the last 30 years almost. Oh no, she's only 32.
She only 30.
She's been doing it out the womb.
Come with it.
She's been doing it out the womb. She was selling
She
Lego.
got it out the mud.
She was selling Lego blocks at New City when she was 2 years old. No, but she brought us a lot of big monies in our city.
Is
Like I
Beyonce
said
open
earlier.
today? You open today?
We only open Thursday through Sunday. Thursday from 11 to 3 for lunch, and then we open back up at 5. Same with Friday. Saturday we're open 11 until 10 at night. And on Sundays we have brunch Sunday, and it's 11 to 2. And
With the
we
la-
have live music on Saturdays.
on
Live
Sundays,
DJs,
like
and every Sunday we have a live band.
so on Sundays you guys open from 11 to 2. So what time do you sit the last your last sit?
Sit the last person about 1:15.
So is it at all possible to have parties there?
No, no parties. A dinner party, of course.
Of how many?
So you can reserve a dinner party of 12 at the location during the business hours. If you wanted a private dinner party, it's on Sundays after 5. And so the reason I keep stressing dinner party is because, you can't bring a DJ, you can't bring, because, I want to keep it a restaurant. You know what I mean? The minute you say, yeah, you can bring your DJ, you can bring your da-da-da-da, it becomes a club, and it's a restaurant, So we do 30 for the private dinner parties.
What does that consist of? What do I get
So
with the 30?
it is a special menu. So you choose about 3 entrees out of 3 entrees, 2 appetizers, and of course desserts.
Okay.
And it comes with the salad, and so it's a prefix menu. Choose your entree, and of course we're just playing what is it? Just regular music, playlist or whatever, and you have dinner.
It's funny that's a nice balance. At first I thought it would be hard to maintain that balance, but you gotta realize what type of what you want around. I think T Love was a good example of. You can be laid back here and you can have a good time. You don't gotta be going crazy in this motherfucker just because we got something going on here.
Because guess what happens? What happens with that is now you're a club and we're tired of it. You know what I mean? And so you stray as far away from that as you possibly can
I agree.
to preserve your longevity. You know, it's just like clubs. You know, it was the spot for 4 months this summer, and then the kids start coming in, and then they say, "Oh, we don't like heat no more. We don't go to heat. We go to cold." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you have to. I want to be as quiet as when I think of a quiet black-owned restaurant, Bait. You know how Bait was quiet. You didn't hear much about Bait. You didn't hear too much. Nobody really talked about it, but they were doing numbers at Bait. You know. Thing is, young guy, big vision. Young guy, grown vision. He did a great job with it. I think Tony and I, our downfall, and not a downfall at all, but I'm saying we got the popularity, and so people want to come, and so naturally,
Yes,
like,
we do.
What's up, you know, and so it'll happen. But I know that Prime 55 has maintained that same classiness that I want to maintain. It's not a club.
Because I don't look at it like a club either, love.
Yeah.
Although we party in there
Yeah,
sometimes.
I just had a New
but-
Year's Eve party.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can do that because we can do that.
Right.
But
It's
Time
not
and
a
place.
club.
yeah, that's
It's
it.
not a club.
But
Let me tell you the best thing about Dallas' spot. I'm on the wall upstairs.
that is
Yes,
so
it is.
unfair.
That is the St.
And the
Not
picture
getting
that she uses,
hot
me on
picture.
What Up Doe Radio.
Yeah. Oh, it was. It's a great picture. So that's
Can we
the
get
St.
our
Louis-
picture on the wall?
Yeah.
I'll bring
And
it
in
up
the St.
tomorrow.
Louis mezzanine. It's 38 downstairs, 48 upstairs. So the wall is adorned with St. Louis celebrities. So of course y'all know when people come in there like, ain't on there. So what I did decide to do, because it's neatly placed, is do just a second row. I won't put the row out until it's complete, so it won't look like I'm just adding pictures. But I am going to do a second row, because there are a lot of people that I missed that I think deserve to be on the wall, you know.
I think that I am not happy at all by the information that I'm getting about your party. But I respect it, because in order for you to stay a prominent business owner, you have to set rules and boundaries for certain things. And if you fool with the situation, then I just have to go around and do it your way. But I respect that, you know, and I'll still support it. I
How
will.
can we find out your menu choices?
So we are www.BeyondSweetKitchenandBar.com, and the menu's there. I don't know if the drink menu's there though, but we still got bottle service. We still got the bottle girls. It's kind of like a sugar factory on Sugar Factory / if you ever been to Kiss in Dallas, that's the vibe we're going, or Kitchen Cocktail to a degree. You know, that's the vibe we're going for. So
How can I get it again?
www.BeyondSweetKitchenandBar.com, Facebook Beyond Sweet, Instagram Beyond Sweet Kitchen and Bar, TikTok Beyond Sweet Kitchen and Bar. And I just want to say thank you, because thank you first and foremost for being here. I listen all the time. I pop in and out, and I enjoy what you've done for quite a few years. I was on here about, I think, 4 years ago, something like that. And I've been begging to come back, but I think we said this in the beginning. Were we on live when I said that?
Yeah.
What,
And we started out the women.
what is your biggest joy and the biggest fear in the industry you're in?
My biggest joy is putting it together, because like literally with the liquor license, I went door to door. You know, people was like, it's gonna take 9 months, and I got it done in about a month and a half. You know, because I really was knocking on the doors. I felt like, because you can hire a company or whatever, but I felt like, who better for these people to hear from than me?
Then the owner.
You know what I mean? For me to invite them over for an experience. So that was a joy. Like, I ain't know nothing about building although I've had a small restaurant, a couple of ice cream shops, I got about 43 employees in Beyond Sweet. It's a whole lot, you know, but I've never had a space in that magnitude, you know, of that magnitude, I'm sorry. So the joy was putting everything together and making sure that we had the adequate and accurate training. So I kind of grasped the Chick-fil-A concept.
A lot of people
How may I
doing that.
serve you? My pleasure, you know, and just making sure that they had great training. So just building something from the ground up. And what was mine?
Your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is, and real fast, I'm just gonna talk about what happened last weekend. I went ahead and said something on Facebook. Well, a couple of weekends ago, I went ahead and said something on Facebook. We got like how many minutes?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said something on Facebook. We were having a great night. DJ's packing up, and so a girl came in. Her guy was there with another woman, you know, and turns out, because I talked to the guy, it wasn't even his girl. It was his ex-girl who was, you know. But anyhow, so she walks up to the table, picks up a bottle, hit the guy. And my brand new baby, I just got this baby.
Wow.
I just birthed this baby, you know. And so I walked over and I, you know, baby, you can't do that in here. Walked her out.
That's how you said it. That's how you said it.
Yeah, she did it right.
You did it like that. Like, well, no, baby, you can't do that.
I did.
Dallas is
Initially.
refined now. Then you get the old Dallas.
Okay.
Initially. And so when she walked past the bar to go out the door, she attempted to pick up, well, she did pick up another bottle. And she thought she was gone, sling it across the restaurant. So I'll tell y'all about the rest later. She didn't make it over there, but then social media, there's people, I asked the people, because we were closing, you know, still a few tables, please don't put this on social media. I said, I hate social media. So, social media has been such a blessing.
They put C.
As soon as I said
It's a gift and a
you know,
curse.
it's like y'all not thinking that this lady just opened this business or that this like, you know, the ignorance of the young lady. I could, you know, stuff happens. We see it on TV. We see it on Young and the Restless. We see it on all that. You walk in, Tony's sitting at the table. You throw the bottle, you know. So we used to seeing that, but the fact that people knew that this was brand new and to put that stereotype out there, I was just blown away by it. But I think my biggest fear is allowing people to kind of change who I am, because my response to this young lady shouldn't have been what it was, which was really West Side. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I'm thinking like, you think for 1 second I'm going to let you toss a bottle all across the restaurant and hit somebody to sue me to da-da-da. It ain't going. No, we're not going to do that, you know. So I don't want people to change who I am, because my heart is my heart. And I'm a fairly decent person. I do decent things, you know. Yeah,
Was the guy all right? The guy all right that hit with the
he's
bottle?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
What's your go-to meal? He's like,
Go-to meal would be the fried or grilled snapper. It's a whole snapper head on. It comes with dirty rice. Made sure we did ground turkey in the dirty rice for those non-pork eaters. Yes,
There we go.
Yes. It also comes with a flash fried garlic parmesan, Brussels sprouts, or Austin's burger. Austin is my 14-year-old. Austin has a smash burger if you eat beef burgers, and it's really good. It's a grilled cheese smash burger. Or again, if you eat beef, Shorty got beef, which is a beef short rib, sits on top of grits. But I get mine with mashed potatoes because I don't like grits. The Cajun Alfredo, Cajun seafood Alfredo. I forgot the name of it. I did.
Do you guys have any vegan or vegetarian
We do. Let's
options?
talk about that. So we also have the vegan fried rice, and it's cooked with just eggs. So the fried rice is the bomb. I forgot that's my number one meal. We have a Beyond Burger. That's amazing.
You have turkey.
We have a turkey burger called the Goblet. We also have cauliflower bites.
Will it come in
brunch
flavor?
Sunday, you could do peach Hennessy, or you could do hot, or you could do regular, or jerk. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then on brunch Sunday, we also have a vegan omelet. So, or you can get a vegan omelet or a vegan fried rice breakfast bowl. So just trying to.
I'm gonna have to leave church
Shrimp and
early.
grits.
We have jerk, shrimp, and grits.
I'm gonna have to leave church early.
You got TVs in your place,
Yes, we
so I can watch the game.
Yes, we have the game on at the bar, but sometimes upstairs in the St. Louis mezzanine.
Okay.
Do you have to rent the mezzanine or?
It's just 2 dining rooms.
Okay.
Yeah. Just 2 dining rooms.
So the one upstairs is more like a bar, and downstairs
Well,
is.
no, downstairs is more like a bar. Upstairs, people would think it's for private events, but
Oh,
it's just
okay.
a second dining room.
Okay, that's awesome.
Well, I'm excited to try it out.
What's your hours again?
We are Thursday and Friday, 11 to 3 for lunch. We close for a couple of hours so we can regroup. 5 to 10 for dinner on Saturdays, and then on Saturdays we are all day 11 to 10 p.m. We take our last. The kitchen closes about 9:15, but the bar is still open for a little while longer. But we have a live DJ that night, and on Sundays we're only open 11 to 2, and we're doing brunch. And we have a live band for brunch, and it's pretty cool. And we got those the champagne top flights and big gobblers with all the drinks. We got a lot of dry ice around there, so all the drinks are an experience.
I need to shout out your DJ. That is a good friend, family friend of Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie did an amazing job on Saturday.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Stephanie.
She's coming back this Saturday.
I might swap through and come here. Huh? That's my girl. I'm so happy
bar
for.
seats are always open
Okay.
if they're available. So, but thank y'all.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
What is last question? So what's beyond now?
Good question.
Wow, that's a great question. Like I said, I own a trade school beyond EDU, which is a medical trade, CNA, phlebotomy, mid-level 1, mid-level 2, CPR. I just added truck driving, and so had a huge meeting today with BJC, so they're partnering with me to do their CNA.
Oh, that's awesome.
People. So just pushing that school, the school is my baby, beyond EDU. And, it's just like the Valorized Missouri Career Centers. You notice we have no more.
We don't have any more, yeah.
I want to be.
Do you offer the CPR class just even if you're not a student?
Yeah. Well, you can come to the school. We're coming to you. So that's the next biggest thing is the school. I've been open for a couple of years now, but I've been getting so much private funding for 2024, so I don't have to just rely on. Oh, did I say truck driving?
Yeah, you did.
Driving? Yeah. So the school.
Where's the school at?
It's at 5235 Delmar.
You like Wizard Kelly from the Proud Family. I ain't gonna see your face in a minute.
Hi, y'all.
So
Thank you. What up, though? I'm gonna sneak on up out of here. I appreciate you.
We right
Thank you,
behind
girl
you.
We
power.
right, yeah,
Girl power.
girl power for real.
Thank you guys for
We're
tuning
gonna take a
in.
picture real quick.
Oh yeah, we gotta take
Up Doe
pictures.
Radio. That was the wonderful Dallas Holland telling us about everything that she had going on. We talked about a lot of different things tonight. Hope everybody tuned in and pulled some nutrients out of some of our conversation, and everything wasn't just a word salad. So we'll see y'all next week. Y'all be safe out there.
Meet us at the Fry Factory.
Oh yeah, I forgot to
Meet us at the Fry Factory.
Friday. And Friday. You know we got a famous, the world famous nephew is gonna be doing a